Hello everyone, this is Dan Schulteis, and welcome to the introduction of Sales Management Masterclass. You know, I created this class because I just wanted to give back what I've learned over 40 years of sales and sales management. I learned how tough it is to move from just surviving as a sales manager to a masterclass level. I'm also surprised how little training, both in the classroom and applied, exists to help both beginning sales managers get their footing, and experienced ones hone their skills. Most sales managers, just like I was promoted from being a top performing sales rep. Management thought, wow, top performing sales rep, great sales manager. It seems logical, but the transition is very difficult from moving from being the focal point of the sales effort to working through other people who must be the focal point. It's very difficult. Oftentimes it doesn't work, or it takes a long time to get even average productivity out of sales management. But have hope. There can be a way to reorient yourself to the role of coach rather than cornerback. That's why I developed Sales Management Masterclass. Now what you'll learn in this course is, how do I get my footing in this crazy job? When I moved from being the quarterback and out on the field to being a sales manager, a lot of times the people who promote me don't give me the tools, measurements, and that sort of thing to do it. They just say, go out there and get it done. And I have to figure it out on my own. Well, we'll talk about how to get your footing so you can have some structure as you move forward. Next, how can I hold my people accountable and make it stick? You know, the reason we become sales managers is because we ourselves are accountable to ourselves. Most successful salespeople who move into sales management realize after they get there how few people self-manage well. And so you have to learn how to make people accountable and make it stick. We'll talk about that. I can't be everywhere all the time. When you step into sales management, you want to help the way you can. You want to be a sales partner making sales calls, try to help them get business. But trying to decide which one are just using you as a sales crutch or which ones really know how to use you and when you should come in, that takes some time unless you have some structure and some qualifying processes to know where you should use your skills and apply your time. We'll talk about that. Bad breath is better than no breath. I don't know whether you heard that before, but in sales management, and in a lot of management too, but specifically in sales management, most of us don't like to let a territory go uncovered, even though it's being covered by somebody who doesn't know how to sell and isn't very effective. But we're faced with the fact, if we move them out of the territory and out of the company, that territory is going to have to either be covered by us or we're going to have to hope we can get somebody better on the open market. So we usually hang with people who aren't effective. We'll talk a little bit about that, about how to weed those out in the course. Next, we'll talk about results versus behaviors. Historically, sales managers manage on results. What have you done last month? What do you think, what are we doing this year? That's all right for reporting and tuning, but the real thing to manage today is behaviors. Critical behaviors that are important in the sales process to make sure your salespeople are executing. And we'll talk about how to switch your mindset and switch their mindset too in this course. And finally, we'll talk about rewards versus consequences. You know, the problem with rewards, it's a great thing, and those who are really overachievers like sales managers who are former great salespeople are, is you throw a reward in front of them and they'll start running. But on average, salespeople also have to have consequences to not doing the behaviors. Some people aren't motivated by rewards. Some people just want to keep ahead of getting in trouble for not selling. That's where consequences come in. What are the consequences of not performing? We'll talk about that a little bit. So this has been a short overview and an introduction to what this course is going to be about. I believe it'll bring to you skills, structure, framework, and metrics that'll get you productive and to a masterclass level faster than you ever thought you would get there. Hopefully you'll take a look. Thanks a lot.